I brought you an interesting recipe from Hungary. This is one of my childhood favorites. For the filling, I'm going to use poppy seed. It's very interesting. We call this pastry Bratislavan crescent or poppy seed horseshoe. Of course, I'm using sourdough for this as well. And this is an 80% hydration sourdough starter. The reason is you can use stiff starter, 50% hydration as well. But I found that using something in between very liquid and very stiff, this is like a nice middle ground. It gives a nice flavor to the dough, but still the yeast is very active, similar than what you can find it in a stiff starter. So let's say you can already see 3 hours later, my starter is double, tripled almost. Let's say 4 hours later, it's almost on peak. And I'm gonna use all-purpose flour, milk, 1 egg yolk, sugar and salt, and some butter. So to start with, I'm gonna mix my flour with the butter. This is room temperature butter, so it can easily mix with the flour. Just make sure you don't have any big chunks of butter in it. So as you can see, it's a very buttery dough, and later when I add the milk and all the ingredients, it's gonna be pretty sticky and wet, and you might wonder, what am I doing? But don't worry, we're gonna put this dough in the fridge for overnight. Like 12 hours, you can leave it in the fridge. What I really like about this recipe is very versatile. You can put any filling in, you can make it more salty, you can make it more sweet. And the timing is also not that critical as it's in a sourdough bread, let's say. So my usual timeline is I make the dough in the afternoon. Let's say in the morning I feed my starter, make it into 80% hydration. It's gonna peak in the afternoon. I mix my dough, put it in the fridge later afternoon, and the next day, anytime you can take out from the fridge, divide it, shape it, put the filling in, and you can bake on that day. Or if you don't have time, you can just put back again in the fridge and wait another day, and you bake it on the 3rd day. Okay, now as you can see, it's well mixed, and I'm gonna add all the rest of the ingredients, sugar and salt, one egg yolk, my sourdough starter. I'm gonna just use this scraper because I'm not gonna use this starter for anything else. Just to make sure, let's weigh it. I'm using a pretty high percentage. I'm gonna add around 130 grams. Okay, and now I'm gonna add my milk. The reason why I add this at the end is because every flour is different. If you work with another brand, another type of flour, it won't take up that much hydration, or maybe it will take more hydration. So you just keep a little bit aside and you can add later if it's needed. So for this you can just mix it pretty well. If it's feel very dense and very doughy, you just add a little bit more liquid. Pretty much it. It doesn't need long kneading. Just a quick mix. And let's see. Yeah, you can tear it easily. But don't worry, this will come together nicely overnight in the fridge, in the cooler temperature. Because if your kitchen is hot, of course, a lot of butter is going to melt and your dough is going to be very loose. Maybe I add a little more. Yes, and that's it. So I try to shape a nice little ball and wrap it and put it in the fridge for overnight. Okay. It's very sticky. It should be sticky. It's nice. Okay, I'm going to show you the filling, the poppy seed filling. This is very versatile. You can put in a lot of kind of pastries we use in Hungary. So basically this is how we add flavor to the poppy seed. We're gonna use little jam, hot milk, sugar, poppy seed, and cinnamon, ground cinnamon, and I'm gonna zest some lemon and orange. And for the filling, we always grind the poppy seed. But I'm not sure if you ever tried, but if you wanna grind it and just put the poppy seed in, anything won't happen. You have to mix it with sugar and then it can blend. Otherwise the small balls just flying around in the chamber. So I'm going to show you. I measured out 200 grams of poppy seed. The easiest way is to mix with the sugar. And since my blender is not that big, I have to do several batches. It will take maybe 2 or 3 rounds. All right, let's try. tilt a little bit. That's it. So just remember, the secret is you have to mix with sugar. Otherwise you can't grind it. Right, sorry, let me clear this. Now I'm gonna put the lemon zest. It's up to you, you can use half lemon, full lemon. I like to use one full lemon, one full orange, and it's perfect. If you want to check the weight, it should be around 6 grams of zest. Okay, almost done, and then I add the orange. I'm gonna add the orange now. Okay, and for this specific recipe, I have to make the filling very dry, because if you use too much milk or too much jam, your little crescent's gonna break and open up, and the filling is gonna pour out. Okay. Just make sure I use everything. Okay. Now I add like half teaspoon of cinnamon. Just for the flavor. If you can feel the cinnamon in the filling, is not very nice. In my opinion, it shouldn't feel like cinnamony. But if you add just the right amount, it will help boost the poppy seed flavor. I usually add that big teaspoon of jam. This is a peach jam. And I'm gonna add a little milk, hot milk. And just mix it. So the poppy seed should be wet, but not runny at all. So just take your time. Don't add, at this point, don't add more milk. Wait until you see that it can stick together or not. It's not that bad. Okay, let's say if you accidentally add a little bit more milk and it's too wet, I show you a trick. You can use basic tea biscuits. You grind it and you can add the tea biscuit to suck up the liquid. Okay, this looks good. I won't add any more milk. Okay, this is how it should look. So after you prepare the dough and put it in the fridge for overnight, you can prepare the filling and you can put it in the fridge for overnight too. So the flavors can nicely come together. Okay, so we have our dough here after an overnight rest. It was sitting in a fridge for 12 hours almost. I'm going to divide it into 35-gram pieces and shape it into small balls. Okay, I'm just going to show you a few. And I'm going to place these back in the fridge for another half an hour or hour. Like this. Put it in a container. So now I have my divided dough here, straight from the fridge. I'm going to show you how to shape it. First, I'm going to press it with my hand. And then from the middle, I'm going to shape up and down from the middle. That's it. So the dough is 35 grams, I'm going to put 25 grams of filling in. So the filling, the poppy seed filling, I roll it with my hands into a cigar shape. And cover it with the dough. That's it. And to seal, I'm gonna just pinch it all the way through here. Pinch, pinch, pinch. And now is the time to add a little bit of flour to dust a little bit. Okay. And to make it a bit longer. That's it. Now you can find this is the seam here. I'm going to put it down, use my second and third finger, shape it into a shoe horse. Traditionally, we have two types of filling, either walnut or poppy seed. So the bakers, to show the difference, one filling is shaped as a horseshoe, the other one shaped as a crescent. Okay, after we shape the crescents, I'm going to apply an egg yolk wash. This is very important. You have to first apply the egg yolk. You can do it 2 times as well, but if you do a thick wash, 1 time is enough. And the reason is because we want to have that marble effect. So the egg yolk needs to dry first, and later you're going to apply the egg white only. So this one, I'm gonna let it dry. You can put it in the fridge for overnight without covering. It's still fine. Actually, it makes a better marble effect. I'm gonna apply even thicker one, so I don't need to do 2 times. Crescents are ready. Wow, look at that. Look at the beautiful marble effect. Bon appétit.